Coming from CNBC. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Your parasocial daddy is just so tired. We were told by Trump that we were going to get tired of winning. Let me tell you, boys and girls, your parasocial daddy is tired. And it's not because I ran 18 miles this morning. That's the worst part. You know the worst fucking part? I actually don't feel that bad from running 18 miles this morning. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I got on the trail at 5 o'clock in the morning. I ran 18 miles. And I'm telling you, I actually don't feel too bad from that. And then I open up my news feed. And oh my God, the exhaustion just hits me like a wave. Anyway, so coming from CNBC, Apple begins testing CXMT chips for devices sold in China. Because of course they're going to. So the big thing going on right now with Apple and basically everybody around the world is because of the AI fraud that is occurring. All of the memory has basically been bought up, right? We've been talking about this for a while. Depending on the manufacturer, up to 70% of their memory is pre-purchased. 70% of their memory is pre-purchased. Not only is the memory pre-purchased, but when you're looking at memory, there's different products that can be sold. So there's like DRAM. So DRAM is the normal RAM that goes into computers that you know about. There's also things for like for AI applications or AI systems, something called high bandwidth memory. This is memory that's basically put very close to the CPU or the GPU in order to have better performance. And so one of the issues is not only is all of the memory being purchased before it even comes out of the factory, but also that the memory companies, Samsung, SK Hynix, Micron, they're actually shifting their portfolio of products that they're creating to go after the higher value products that they can sell. So they can make more money selling HBM. So they're shutting down DRAM lines of manufacturing and then spinning up more high bandwidth memory lines so they can make more money. And so the issue is basically none of us can buy RAM anymore. It is curious. I just bought my M5 MacBook Pro. So this is my M5 MacBook. Got it a couple months ago. And I paid like the $5,100. It got 128 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte drive, the whole 9 yards. And so one of the interesting things with Apple is they talked about their price increases. So I did a video talking about their prices increases recently, and the price increase for the base models is anywhere between $100 and $300. Well, here's the thing. That's for the base model. This thing here. Oh, you wanna call me an Apple sheep for spending $5,000 on this piece of crap? If you look at the current price for what I have spec'd out, it is now almost $7,000. And to be clear, it wasn't worth it for $5,000. It is a fine computer. Don't buy it. Don't buy it for $7,000. Don't buy it for $5,000. Literally, I have an M5 MacBook here and an M2 MacBook here. M2 MacBook is perfectly fine. It will serve you well. But anyways, that's the issue for the solid state drives. Basically, the price is up. For the RAM, the price is up. The memory, the price is up. The whole 9 yards. And so Apple got on bended knee, right? Tim Cook went to grovel to the Trump administration and put so much slobber on Trump's ring, basically to beg to be able to purchase a memory from CXMT. So CXMT is a Chinese memory manufacturer. They were spun up in 2016, basically to focus on the Chinese market. And so basically, what Apple is looking at this point in time is all the standard vendors for memory, essentially, like, and we've talked about this before. It's something like 2.5 times. The demand is 2.5x what the actual supply is. So again, when we talk about this, it's not like the supply or the demand slightly outstrips supply. it outstrips supply by like 2.5 times. Right? So, anyways, Apple, Tim Cook bending knee, slobbers all over Trump's ring, begging to be able to purchase, memory from CXMT, the Chinese company. So they're under blacklist restrictions because they support the Chinese military. When Intel supports the American military, Anthropic is used to murder Iranian children, right? That's a-okay. But again, if a Chinese company supports anything that the Chinese military does, they go on a blacklist. So they're currently on a blacklist. So that's why Tim Cook went to try to beg, and God knows what's going on with the Trump administration with that right now. But what's kind of interesting though is that China is a very large market for Apple, and Apple, it appears, doesn't need to have a waiver to sell crap in China. So selling Chinese memory in China at least shouldn't in a sane world need a waiver. So it looks like Apple is now going to CXMT to buy memory to put into the Apple products that are being sold in China. And this is just simply another example of how the narrative and the storyline and the mythology of American superiority is simply falling the ever-loving fuck apart. Because think about this. These are Apple computers. Apple really cares about their brand, right? Now, I know Louis Rossmann. Look, I like Louis Rossmann. He's a good guy. But his only job is to repair Apple computers. Is it a shock that he sees some disasters out there? I've owned a lot of Apple computers and a lot of Apple devices over the years. Exceedingly few have not lived up to expectations. And so one of the things to be thinking about is when Apple starts using CXMT anywhere, right? They are putting their stamp of approval on the hardware. This is good enough to be put in the luxury products. So, yeah. Anyways, are we winning yet? What does winning look like? What is winning, anyways? Apple has begun testing DRAM chips from China's state-backed CXMT for devices sold within China and is lobbying the U.S. government to permit broader use of CXMT's products. CXMT is poised to become central to Beijing's efforts to build a self-sufficient AI supply chain and is expected to become one of the most profitable technology companies to list in Shanghai. CXMT is currently the world's fourth largest producer of DRAM. Its market share is expected to rise to 15% by 2028 from roughly 11% last year as new production lines come online in Chinese cities. So think about that too with CXMT. So again, only been around since 2016, only been around for 10 years. They already have 11% market share, going up to 15% market share pretty soon. They're going to go into Apple devices and yeah, I don't know. What do you say? What do you even say anymore? Oh, Lordy. Remember you can be proud of the United States? Remember when you were excited to be an American? You're like, yeah, I'm an American. I remember those days. It wasn't even that long ago. It wasn't even that long ago. This is just one disaster after another. We are told we must win this war. It's like, yeah, winning wars. I'm not really sure that's something we do. We lost. We lost to the pajama wearers in Afghanistan. The poorest or second poorest, I forget, country in the world. We were at war for 20 years. We lost. We lost to the Taliban. We lost in Iraq. Right? Iraq won. The only reason we didn't lose Iraq won is because at least George Bush Sr. knew when the hell to stop. We're losing Iran right now, right? We are in the middle of a ceasefire. And it doesn't even make sense. They keep saying the ceasefire is in jeopardy. Literally 3 ships were hit by the Iranian guards yesterday. We bombed the out of Iran last night. And it's like, well, this is jeopardizing the ceasefire. What are you talking about? Why do you people keep calling it a ceasefire? They're shooting at us. We're shooting at them. Whatever this may be, it's not a ceasefire, for Christ's sakes. We lost the war on drugs. We lost the war on poverty. We lost Vietnam. Korea? Again, are we really gonna trumpet fucking the Korean War as something we should be proud of? Do you want to know why we still have new movies coming out from about World War II, right? My grandfather, who fought in World War II, has been dead a long time. He died at 87 and he died over 20 years ago. And yet we still have new movies coming out about World War II. And do you want to know why? Because that's the last war we actually won worth a damn. And now we're in this AI war with China, and it's another war we're going to lose because our politicians have no grasp what the hell's going on. Oh, your dad is tired. You know what? I think I'm gonna stop doing these videos. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna like run another 9 miles. I'm just gonna do another like 9 mile jog, and I think I would feel more awake after doing that than I would if I keep reading this fucking news feed. Anyways, I was proud to be an American. Because at least my country wasn't a complete disaster not that long ago. Anyways, so what do you think about this? What do you think about Apple beginning testing of CXMT chips in devices that are going to be sold in China? What do you think about the United States building financial bubbles that are gonna pop and do a lot of damage, and the Chinese are, building tech stacks? What do you think about that? Do you remember a time when you were proud to be? Now look, America's had problems. It's not that America's perfect, but you're like, look, our country is big and it's powerful and it has an outsized influence on world events, and because of that, there's gonna be mistakes. But but the thing that you've got to understand is the core of our country is good. Do you remember feeling that way? I remember feeling that way. Anywho, don't get me wrong. I don't want to get too political on this because we all know AOC is going to come in. AOC 2028. And we're just going to get right. Bernie Sanders has come out. Bernie Sanders has come out. Again, this is true. This is true. He wants to take 50% equity in these AI companies, right? The Anthropic of the world and the SpaceX of the world and OpenAI of the world. Basically, he wants to nationalize 50% of the equity. And then he's saying because of the outsized profits coming from these companies, he's going to pay every American in the country $1,000 a year, and as the profits are going up, and then he's going to use the additional money come in to build hospitals and schools and everything else. And you're like, dude, dude. Oh, I know you're a progressive. Here's the thing. Failing businesses don't have outsized profits. Getting 50% of the profit from businesses that are on the edge of failure isn't going to pay for shit. It's not even going to pay for every American school child to have a single number 2 pencil, much less hand everybody $1,000 and every other thing coming out of your psychotic ass mind. Anyways, I'm gonna go run around the block. I'm gonna go run around the block. It'll make me feel a little bit better. So, what do you think about this? I don't know. Put your thoughts down below. If you like these episodes, do remember they are on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Link is down below. If you want to follow me on LinkedIn, there's a link down there too. Um, I don't. See you later.